then. Overhead press, boy. Okay, in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to do an overhead press. What you're going to need is a barbell, weights that are specific to how much you can lift, and a rack. And we're going to set the rack so that the bar is just above nipple height. Oh, nipples, boy. The most important thing to think of in this movement is keeping it a neutral spine and pressing in straight lines. So, a neutral spine, there's three areas of your spine: cervical, thoracic, lumbar. You don't need to know that, but there's a bit of knowledge for you. And a neutral spine is when all three of those are in good alignment, and that is when your spine is as strong as it can be. So the analogy I'm going to use for this is when you're building a Lego tower. Think, the strongest and tallest your tower is going to be is when they are stacked directly on top of each other. So a neutral spine is how we create the most strength possible, and that's how we want to lift with this movement. So we've got the barbell set just above nipple height. Next up, we're going to take a grip on the bar just outside of shoulder width, making sure that our thumbs are around the bar. This will stop it rolling out, so if it gets too heavy or it slips out your hand, you're not going to drop it. Next up, how are we going to grip it? Thumbs around the bar, and our forearms want to be vertical. How we're going to get this is by looking at our wrist and making sure that we're pressing with our wrist directly over our elbow. So, chest up and out, and you're going to keep looking forward for this whole movement. If you look down, your spine's going to go into flexion. It's not going to keep a neutral spine. If you look up, you're going to arch your back, which is spinal extension, and again, it is not good when lifting. So, grab the bar just outside shoulder width, thumbs around the bar. We're going to get our wrists so that they're locked out and that our forearms are vertical, and we're just going to lift this off of the bar. Again, this is a strict overhead press, so we don't want to be using any momentum from our knees, so make sure that they're locked out and our hips are locked out. We're going to keep our elbows nice and tight to our body, making sure that our wrists are nice and strong. Straight lines, we're going to push this up. So you may have to move your head back. Well, you would have to move your head back a little bit, especially if you've got a big nose like I have, because otherwise you're going to take it off. This is a push exercise, so we want to be pushing the bar away at all times. So even when you're lowering it, you're thinking about pushing it away, which is going to keep the tension on the muscle. You're going to lower the bar back down to the top of your chest, and don't take any tension off that muscle. Again, look, I'm pushing here. You don't want to relax it like that, because one, it's going to make your hips tilt under, which is going to not keep your spine neutral. Your wrists are going to bend over like this, and it's going to take the tension off the muscle. So make sure that your wrists are strong, your chest is up, you're looking forward, and you're keeping that tension on the shoulder muscle. So again, thinking straight lines, we're going to push that directly above our head, making sure that our head moves backwards so it can pop above, and the end position is the bar on top of your head, probably in line with where your ear rolls are. So lower that down, pushing your head back, put that to the top of your chest, keeping the tension on the top of the muscle, and we go again. So push, head back and through, and then we lower it back down to the top of the chest, keeping the tension. And that is as much as I'm going to tell you, because that's all we need to know. This is how you do an overhead press. Hope that was helpful. Let's go on to the next one. Overhead press, boy. So just to recap with the overhead press, we are going to think straight lines and neutral spine. That is as strong as our spine and body is going to be when we're lifting. So, barbell just above nipple height, stepping towards the bar. We're going to grip the bar with our thumbs around it, making sure that our forearms are vertical. Our wrists want to be over our elbows. We're going to take that off the rack, step forward, keeping our knees and hips locked out so we don't use any momentum from the press. We're going to push the bar above our head, putting our head through at the end of the movement, lower that back down, making sure you're pushing the bar away from you at all times. Keep your elbows nice and tucked in so it takes the pressure off the shoulder joint. You don't want to be pushing from it out there because it will really hurt your shoulder. Keeping these tucked in, push up above your head, bar finishes above your ear rolls, lower it back down. Tips.